This is eCoffee with Experts, where marketers and founders share what's actually working in SEO, AI, and digital growth. Grab your coffee and fuel your mind as we chat with top minds about their wins, struggles, and lessons you won't find in a blog post. Brought to you by Digital Web Solutions, we bring real talk to help you grow your business, one episode at a time. Let's get started.
Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to your show, to eCoffee with Experts. This is your host, Ranmay here. And today we have Darcy Cudmore, who is the founder of RepuLinks with us. Hey, Darcy, how's it going?
It's going good. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Lovely. Darcy, before we move any forward, why don't you talk us through your journey a bit, how it all started, how you kind of entered the SEO, the digital marketing landscape, and also a bit about RepuLinks. What do you guys do? Obviously, it is backlinks, but what is that you do different from others? What are your core offerings? And we'll take it from there.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm a journalism graduate, got into journalism, and then made the switch to the other side, working with a PR agency. Started at the very bottom, worked my way up with clients, getting coverage for them, and eventually went out on my own, founded a company before RepuLinks. When I was working with that company, I found I really had a knack for securing high quality organic coverage for clients using different tools, different processes, being creative with my clients. Just was able to secure some really great coverage that people kept coming to me for. So fast forward, founded RepuLinks, and all we do is monitor PR opportunities to pitch our clients and secure organic links. I have nothing against paid backlinks, but I really like the idea of organic backlinks, and our clients appreciate, I think, the coverage we get for them. So we really feel like we're providing a quality service in the space of organic backlinks. Super fun to wake up and pitch journalists and pitch opportunities and not know what's going to happen. Getting creative with clients, those types of things really excite me. So with all that said, RepuLinks is what we've been doing and having a great time at it and getting some good results.
Lovely. And coming from a journalism background, right? How has it helped you in or gave you an edge in pitching, storytelling, and building trust with top tier publications?
I think the writing for sure. Obviously, writing is such a huge skill, and being able to tell a story quickly and in text, just like we learned in journalism, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Just understanding the mindset of a journalist as well, I think has helped. Like these writers and publishers, editors have a job to do. They do it professionally. They have their things that they believe in. They have their ethics, and just understanding their mindset has definitely helped. But the storytelling, I would say, is first and foremost. Telling a story through text,
Yes,
through writing, seeing a client and being able to pick out what a good story is, what isn't a good story. Definitely the biggest thing that has probably helped us be successful in the work we do.
absolutely. And what do you say to all the noise out there that backlinks is no more important, it's no more a ranking factor, it's dead? What is your take on it?
I think organic links are becoming more important all the time. I think Google believes in authoritative, credible links, and they're more important than ever. So I actually say try our links. If you're paying for links, if you're doing something else as far as getting links and it's not moving the needle, I do believe that organic backlinks and what we do to get you featured in relevant topics, publications is going to help. If you work with us and the links don't move the needle, I have a feeling the PR mentions that go along with our links will make a difference. So imagine you are an electrician and we can get you in a huge publication about the niche and the industry that you're in. There's a backlink, you're quoted as an expert, your brand is mentioned among other top brands, and you're there for the public to see. That two-tiered approach of the PR plus the SEO in our links, I think really makes them valuable. And I'm a firm believer in how Google views them and how in the future they'll be relevant as well.
Absolutely. I really, love for you to elaborate a bit more how, digital PR kind of sits on top of traditional guest post, link inserts, or let's say traditional links, how both of them kind of is a good mix or an icing on the cake to help you with those brand mentions, and also your understanding or your take on how it helps you to get those mentions, which also helps you to rank on different LLMs out there.
It's like a huge piece of a pie. Like there's every element is in there, right? It all kind of combines to make a full piece. And I think what we do is just another piece of it, but I think it's a very big piece of it. The content that we submit is high quality, and the PR mentions And the links just really add credibility to your brand. Like we're targeting some of the top publications, which then leads us to securing top links, which gets your brand in front of more people. Plus, the idea of when a company approaches their SEO and their marketing, they only have so much budget. Paying for links and allocating a crazy amount of money for paying of links can be tough, especially when guest posts continue to rise in price, paid media continues to rise. Well, what if you could take a smaller portion of that but get better results? I think like the ROI as far as a spend and a budgeting factor is great, because organic means organic. It means you are, you might be paying an employee to secure these features, or you may pay RepuLinks a certain price, but it's going to be cheaper than if you go pay for these links, in my opinion, because you're paying for a service, but you're not paying for those paid links. And I can guarantee you, if you were to pay for a high quality link upfront as part of a paid guest post, our method is cheaper because it's organic and we are pitching instead of just paying for secured placements. So I hope that answered it. I mean, I just think every element of SEO marketing has its place. Ours definitely has a big place in that. And I think the idea of combining both SEO and PR in an organic way not only will be affordable, but also will make a big impact on your business.
Lovely. And talking about RepuLinks, your process of building organic links, through quotes, earned mentions, right? What is, according to you, the underrated art behind getting journalists to actually say a yes in such a competitive outreach space? Because everyone is trying to get a yes from them, right? So how is it that you are I'm not asking to give you some tricks out there, but
I'm happy
how
to.
are you trying kind of able to convince them to say a yes?
Yeah, great question. Obviously, that's the $1 million question that we go about, and there's a few things for sure that go into it. For one, today, human written real content makes a difference. They are getting a lot of generic AI written text. So if you can stand out with something that's a little bit more meaningful, a little bit more personalized to who you are, there's a very good chance that you're going to stand out more than the next person. So I recommend people, if they're responding to a PR request, if they're pitching journalists, try and go that extra mile to make the text stand out a little bit more. The other thing in PR and organic link building is like quantity. Like you have to send multiple pitches. You can't just send a few pitches and rely on it. It's just the way the industry works. It's a numbers game, and you have to be consistent and persistent with your approach. So just, you got to create a strategy so that every week you're sending pitches and you're moving things forward, because one or two pitches isn't going to do it. So between writing good content and submitting that good content like consistently and repeatedly, I do feel that you're going to have a good chance to secure media. Obviously, a little bit of experience and expertise will help. Like if you're doing this for the first time, there's definitely going to be a learning curve where you're like, wow, this is not working. I'm not getting what I want. And that's kind of where we come in for a lot of clients, to kind of help them write better pitches and submit better pitches quickly. But, that's the recipe. Good content, doing it consistently. I firmly believe that people are going to have success.
Lovely, lovely. Persistence is the key, right?
Yeah.
So, that is how we also operate. We have an assembly line methodology in terms of how we approach and how we try and convince. Obviously, human written obviously helps, right? So, yeah, lovely points there. Now, talking about, you stress upon a lot about organic PR mentions. And, if you were to measure the success of a campaign between an organic PR mention versus a paid media or link buying strategy, right? How do you differentiate the success of two different campaigns? How do you kind of ensure that, what you're doing is working, and whatever the other brand is doing for their competition is maybe not that effective?
Not as effective. Yeah, great. Another great question. I'd say a few things. I really believe in the ROI, meaning what they spend. Like I do believe that the price of an organic campaign is going to be probably more affordable than paid placements.
Yes.
I've seen the pricing for paid placements these days, and for the type of links that we're getting organically, I can tell you that the pricing is pretty crazy. So obviously, if you're spending less, I think for a lot of businesses, that's going to be a first success, especially if you have a small budget. You got to be smart about where you spend it. So step one, looking at what you're spending and what you're getting. Step two, I just think the how can I say it? The distance that one of these wins will have. So if you land a PR mention organically through the work that we do, you can do so much with that win. One, it's a great backlink. Two, it's a PR win, which I
Mhm.
don't think you get for a lot of paid placements. Three, you take that publication that you've landed on, you put it on your website as a credibility builder. You're saying, hey, I was in Yahoo
Yeah.
News or USA Today or Forbes, and on your website, you've seen those badges where people will put these different publications. We also have clients take those wins and share them on social media as an added credibility builder to say, we were featured in this news organically, and they can honestly say that they were visible and chosen as a part of that piece. So I think being able to take these wins and share them in other places is something you can do only with organic wins. That's one. And I also firmly believe that Google and AI are smart enough to spot the organic wins versus the paid wins. So I think in the long run, an organic link and an organic mention in Google's eyes, especially as we move forward with AI and the intelligence it has, they're going to be able to spot that you are credible because of the organicness of your links, and that those links will go further as far as your search. Obviously, we keep a close eye on Ahrefs. We provide clients with updates as far as the impact our links are making, as far as domain rating, domain ranking, just the number of backlinks, obviously, keeping an eye on all the important metrics that people are interested in. But between ROI, the impact of the digital PR wins that we get you, and the Ahrefs rankings, I think we could firmly create a case to compare our organic links versus paid links. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with paid links. I think paid links are completely fine. They have a place. I just think an organic versus paid, I think organic will win. And in the best case, there's probably a combination of both, where people are maybe buying links here, getting organic links here, and together they create like a really solid link building campaign that really, really can make a difference for your website.
Nice, nice. And with all the AI storm and, all the AI and evolution that we are in, and moving forward, it's gonna go more in that direction. So, what is that underrated channel or strategy in 2025 that you would bet on for compounding brand credibility as we move forward?
Yeah, I mean, well, digital PR, like, not even like being really aggressive with digital PR, getting more organic mentions and building real relationships. Like AI for sure is growing and it has a place, but there is a huge amount of people who believe in organicness. Like with the growth of AI, I feel like that belief in organic growth is like growing as well, because there's kind of the two sides. It's like, this side versus that side. And so journalists are really dependent on real stories, real pitches, and the more that this grows, the more you have a chance of landing organic wins if you just rely on your digital kind of organic PR. So continuing with that organic will kind of offset the growth of AI, I believe. And the funny thing is that I think organic wins also are seen favorably by AI in search and stuff. So it's kind of funny to see that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm probably beaten to the organic drum just repeatedly here, but I just really believe in like being organic with your business. I think an organic PR campaign goes beyond just writing pitches. I think it means that you're running a genuine company that has a human touch to it, and
Yeah.
people will recognize that. They'll notice that you're putting in that extra element to be creative, to run effective marketing and PR campaigns, and it will make a difference in the long run how people view you, how people engage with your content, and just your kind of overall growth, meeting people, building that real connection. So I think, like I said, with the growth of bots and AI, that organic side just becomes that much more important and could be a differentiator. So I would encourage companies to continue to do that. Have a real AI, have a real organic campaign in digital PR and see what happens, because I really think good things could come from it.
And then, Dazi, you have been in the space for quite some time. What is that one biggest misconception around backlinks that you've heard? You were like, you would really want that not to exist, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do hear a lot about people who just like don't believe in the organic link building anymore. They think like, so back in the day, like, 10 years ago when I first started, or more, like you could get a guest post for free. You could send out a pitch and you would have an opportunity on an industry relevant publication for a guest post, and it would happen quite frequently. Nowadays, that's very rare without having to pay, right? Like it is tough to find an actual guest posting opportunity without having to pay money. Whereas that used to not be the case. You used to be able to do that organically. So a lot of people are in this mindset that there's just no way to get links without having to pay a certain amount of money. I do believe that's a misconception. Is it harder to get organic links? For sure. It definitely is. And it's a reality that it's probably going to get more tougher, and just you got to keep being creative, keep putting a human touch on things to get them. But there is a way to get organic links, and we are doing it all the time. We don't pay for links. We are strictly organic, and we get a lot of links for our clients. So just the idea that organic link building is dead and that you have to pay, I would say that is definitely a misconception. And I would love to chat with people who think maybe that organic link building is dead. No obligation. I would love to just show them how we're doing it. Maybe they can take it in-house and figure out a way to do it, because like I said, I do like organic links. I think both have a place, but being able to secure organic links is, I think, really is valuable and can move the needle for sure.
Lovely, Darcy. Thank you so much for the wonderful insights that you shared about links today. But before we let you go, I would like to play a quick rapid fire with you. I hope you're game for it.
Let's do it. Let's see how I do for sure.
All right. Your last Google search.
Oh my gosh. That's a great question. I'll have to look at my history. I was actually looking to convert US dollars to Canadian dollars. I'm in Canada, and obviously doing business with a lot of US businesses, and to convert certain
That's so
convert
honest.
currency. That's an honest one.
Yeah. All right. Talking about dollars, what did you do with your first paycheck? First paycheck of your life?
Great question. I would say maybe a nice meal. I like going out to eat, maybe taking it and actually sitting down, having a nice meal with a drink. That would probably be what I did with my first paycheck. It's what I do these days when I get paid. It's the first thing I think about is going for a nice meal, enjoying a drink, maybe a dessert.
Nice, nice. Your next vacation?
We're going to Panama actually next week. We're going to meet some of our business partners who we've worked with for a while. I've never met them in person, never been to Panama City. So we're flying into Panama to meet some of them, enjoy the sights. So looking forward to that.
Very nice. All right.
Yeah.
Where do we find Darcy on Friday evenings after office or after work?
I'll say the movie theater. I'm going to the movies this Friday after work. I know that. We like to do that on Fridays, go see some new movies. I love going to see movies in theaters. So there's a very good chance that you'll find me there.
Very nice. We'll not kill you any further, Darcy. You have been a sport. Once again,
fun.
so much for taking out time to do this with us. Really appreciate it, man.
Yes, thank you very much. Appreciate it.